Hello, are you a woman that is 50 plus and burnt out? Are you just tired? Are you just sick and tired? If you are, so am I. Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Tia, and welcome to Life After the Pause, where we talk about everything related to perimenopause, menopause, and beyond. So let's talk about burnout. It's real. And what do you mean about burnout, Tia? What do you mean? I mean burnout from specifically what I'm talking about is jobs and careers. Jobs and careers. That's what we're talking about today. Um, Burnout is real. Burnout for me hit personally for me, I would say it hit me about 4 years ago. I just said, you know what? I can't do this anymore. This is getting harder and harder for me to do. And I wanted to talk to you just really briefly about maybe a few things, 3 things you can do to recognize you have burnout and some things that you can do to possibly move out of that space. So, first thing I'm gonna say is that what do I consider burnout? Let's talk about the definition of what burnout is. I would say burnout is where you get to a point where you either mentally, physically, or emotionally struggle with your job. Since we're talking about job and careers, you struggle with your job. That's what I would consider to be burnout. The brain fog, the overall lack of motivation to do your job. Yeah, consistently. If that happens, I would say you probably are burnt out. And if you want to be honest, to a certain extent, I think everybody in this space that we call life right now is tad bit burnout. But it's different when you're in 50 plus, when you're a woman and you're dealing with not only burnout, but then you're dealing with perimenopause and menopause on top of it. Because estrogen gives you that toleration hormone. That's the toleration. That's what I call it. That's what I choose to call estrogen. It's the toleration hormone. You tolerate things. You're able to plow through things easier. But honey, when that estrogen leaves, that ability to be able to plow through leaves with it. So let's talk about a few things that I think you should do if you're burnt out. Some things that I'm doing in my life in my burnout stage. Number 1, give yourself some grace. You've never been this age before. I've never been 56 years old before. And you've never been your age before. And trust and believe, the 50s in 2026 is much different than the 50s when our parents were growing up, right? So when our parents were in their 50s, it was a different time. They may not have considered, but things were different then. It was easier. It was not as expensive. So things are different than when our moms went through this age, than when we're going through this age. It's different. Give yourself some grace, because there are going to be days that you feel like you can conquer the world, and then there may be days where you feel like you are underneath it. Give yourself some grace. This is not a race. This is a journey. The second thing that I would say is really look at your finances, right? So maybe the solution for you is, completely pivoting, completely changing careers. Maybe you are a nurse and you're like, I can't take that stress no more. I'm going to go work at Walmart. Or maybe you're in corporate America like me and you're just like, I cannot take corporate America anymore. The backbiting, the need to be in certain cliques, the need to be able to play in the sandbox. I'm done with the sandbox. I don't even look at the sandbox no more. I don't play those games. I walk straight by it. So maybe the key for you is sitting down and say, maybe it's either downgrading myself in my current workspace. Maybe it's leaving it all together. But put pen to paper and say, can I afford financially to do this? And if you can afford it, do it. That may mean changing your lifestyle. It may mean, hey, I don't shop like I used to shop because I'm trying to save money. I don't go out the way that I used to go out because I'm in the process of saving some money. So maybe I need to sell my home and downsize into an apartment so then I can afford to be able to leave this career. Put pen to paper and figure it out. And you don't have to figure it all out overnight, right? Give yourself some grace, number one. And number two, put pen to paper and figure out if you can financially do that and what that change will look like for you. And then the third thing that I want to say as it relates to burnout is basically piggybacking that number two. Don't feel like you have to figure it out at once. Don't feel like I have to make this decision today or I have to make this decision this week. You don't. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some grace to be able to say, what does this look like? Because if you're downgrading, it's going to take some time. If you're leaving one job and going to another, it's going to take some time, especially in this job market. My background is in human resources, and I know this job market right now is terrible. I'm just going to be honest, it's terrible. So it's going to take time to be able to leave one career and go to another. It's going to take time if you are downgrading from a house to an apartment because you need to go through the selling process. It's all going to take time. So give yourself grace and don't feel like you have to make every decision right away. You don't. Give yourself some time. So I think for me, the biggest message is, in this time that we are in, 50 plus, it's challenging and burnout is real. And you have to be able to recognize if you have burnout. Because if you don't address your burnout, it can take you out. I know there have been days where I've been in denial of my burnout. I've been in denial of the stressors, and they can lead you to a dark place. It has led me to a dark place, and I will admit that now. And so I had to sit back and say, here's my bandwidth that I have. If I no longer have a bandwidth in a day to do something, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm taking lessons from Gen X. From Gen Z. I'm Gen X, right? I'm taking some lessons from the millennials and the younger ones where they be like, I don't have the bandwidth to deal with it today. I'm taking that advice because if you are in Gen X like I am, that was not on our plate. We did not say, we took it on. We plowed through. We no matter what, how you doing? I'm okay. I'm okay. No, there are days you're not okay. And it's okay to admit that to yourself. So give yourself some grace. So, thank you for watching. If you are new to my channel, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Like and subscribe if you like. I'm going to come on here with videos talking about this time in this space and this age for us and the challenges that come along with it, because it's a lot of them. But you're not alone. I am trying to build a community here that understands the challenges that we go through and that can be a support to each other. So thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, remember, burnout is real, but you do not have to be burnt out. Take care. Peace and blessings to you.